We'll laugh at it. We'll come back and
Yeah,
laugh.
we'll laugh. Okay, feel free to begin.
In the last episode, you had began your aquatic journey at sea, traveling all the way from Stormwind to Yitan via the Summer Isles. So you passed around the Summer Isles, trying to avoid those winter storms that are coming. So the snow's not really made it past Anonsol yet. So only I guess 2/3 of the world are covered in snow. As you journeyed past the Summer Isles, you decided to have like a kind of heart-to-heart with Freya, and kind of try to bring her out of the funk that she had found herself in. Having a hard time losing her dad and her brother and her trainer all in the same day, or like 24 hours, really broke her. But you managed to. Sorry, Fudge is just squeaking behind me.
I was gonna say, yeah.
She's just squeaking.
It's hard to relive it.
I thought it was Lauren.
What are you squeaking for? Anyway, so like you managed to bring her out of that funk by kind of just being playful. You had a little dunk in the sea. Some of you had a dunk more than once. One of you licked a sausage. Standard chosen one stuff. Fuck, shut up. And then as you you then went back to your keep of Broken Waters, just to fill in everyone there at what was going on. Because obviously they were terrified. The last message they got was Stormwind's on fire. So you went back and kind of caught up with them, had a little rendezvous, had a little planning session, and I believe you've now returned to your ship as it crosses that Jade Sea out of the Summer Sea, and the sea is like this, almost like deep green here.
I think you said we were about a day out.
Yeah, you're like a day or two out, but we'll do like a brief time skip on the ship. But is there any questions y'all have?
Do we have to take a time skip on the ship?
No.
Okay.
So it's quite a dry morning. For at sea, there's been no rain for a little while. There's no clouds above, but the ocean, as far as you can see, is this deep green, and it's extremely calm. At the wheel is the first mate. People are gathering their breakfast. You've got the typical like eggs, salted meat, and some kind of like bean paste curd thing spread across what was once fresh bread and is now quite stale bread. It's kind of like hardtack biscuity bread.
Say another sentence, Alex. I just want to check your volume.
Hello?
Is he quiet for anyone else, or is it just...
I was leaning away trying to sort out my webcam.
A little bit quiet.
I think you're a bit better now. Oh.
Yeah, so, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You have... you've woken up, you're having breakfast, and feel free to RP.
But, is Freya still on the ship, or did she go back? This is a
say that
classic banger.
We say that she went
Sorry.
back very briefly. She's just having a little downtime in Broken Waters.
Okay, so she's gone back. Who's around? Just everyone.
The whole crew, yeah.
Alright, I'll so I just like this song. Just I'm just gonna let the wind sort of blow in his hair a little bit. He'll turn to Lulan if she's there.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he'll just sort of pull her to the side briefly and be like, Lulan, I didn't really get a chance to say it, but a brief thank you for standing up for me. In that whole situation yesterday, I didn't really get a chance to show my appreciation, but I did see it in the interval between me going on and off the ship. And secondly, I totally let you win that race, so I don't hear any bragging. It's just the gentlemanly thing to do.
Sure, Angel. No worries. Yep. Do you know what? Fine.
There we go.
Whatever.
There we go. I'm glad you see it my way. But in all seriousness,
Yeah.
I should ask, are you okay? I know things... Me and Freya have not been cool for like a long time, and I don't know, yesterday, or however long ago it was, it felt like a little bit of a watershed moment almost, but simultaneously a bit of a ships in the night thing. How are you feeling about her at the moment, or is that something you just want to keep to yourself? No pressure.
Appreciate you asking. I don't know, this whole voicing feelings, emotions shit. Quite new. So I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
when you can't
I
just
can't quite
kill a
identify.
problem and make it go away. It's difficult, right?
I wish. Oh God, I wish.
Well,
That'd
I'm
be so
sure
good.
wherever we're going, we can get back to our roots. Bit of mischief.
Oh yeah,
a bit
yeah.
of killing. Really put our back
lot of
into
blood,
it,
right?
like that poor man. I saw that poor man.
Don't even bring him up. That was 2 years ago now. Get over it.
I'm just saying, he probably hasn't got over it. Who knows? Maybe did he
I
get
feel
out
like
of
I've
town?
grown since then. Not like him.
He hasn't. Yeah, he stayed the same height. And he always will.
Yeah. Well, we live and we laugh
We move.
at other people's expenses.
Unlike him. Anyway, these sausages. Good chat, and then Angel's gonna rush off to get some grub.
Nice.
Would anyone else like to take an action?
Yeah. I'm very conscious that I don't have a full piece of armor anymore, a full set of armor. I've got the left arm pieces are missing, and I'm gonna go to the other Earth Mage, or the Earth Mage of the party, Devlan, and basically get his opinion on what's happening with this additional piece of armor that I'm trying to integrate into my set, which is the one that Silas had 3 pieces of that we were able to take from him. I understand that it's probably a bit too nuanced because it's an armor piece of, I think, Lunas, right? And therefore unlikely to be anything you've encountered, Devlan. But basically, I want to test it out. I want to see what's going on. And because the last time I tried to do anything with it, it completely rejected everything. So I think I'll be looking for handing it to you first and then having you inspect it from that sense and just seeing what's going on.
Can I want to inspect it, but I'm gonna pick it up and turn it around and toss it up in the air to see the balance of it and stuff, and then I want to put hands on either side of it and feel the magic inside it.
So when you're carrying it, it feels quite heavy, but when your hand's inside of it, it feels significantly lighter.
Interesting.
I think that's quite standard with the armor though, right? You've worn a glove from the lightning set. Although briefly, you did wear one.
Oh, true.
Yeah, as you freefalled.
Okay, I feel like we need to...
Resonating with it as an Earth Mage, you can kind of place your hands on it and almost channel that earthy, metallic ness that it's kind of encased in. But it's unlike any kind of alloy you've seen or felt before. Even elemental steel doesn't resonate like this. It's the first time actually you've ever experienced anything resonate like this. And as you seem to peek deeper in your mind's eye, you hear this voice, which you can't understand it, but it's this growl at you, and it kind of shocks you out of it. It kind of makes you jump back a little bit.
Okay, now that was weird. it's like there was something in there that was talking to me, but I couldn't understand it. But it did not want me there at all.
Have you spoken to Voltron before?
Are you not Voltron?
Oh no, I'm not. The armor is. So I'll take the right hand off.
Mind broken. Just. Yeah. It's
Armor's Voltron. I'm Rykar. Come on.
Right.
We've been traveling together for a
Pleased to meet
while.
you, Rykar.
It's good leaf, right? Good leaf. I'll then give you the right gauntlet of Voltron, and then in that case, and just like see if you can trigger the same response out of that.
So as the gauntlet kind of encases your hand, it changes size to fit you perfectly. You're sent, or you again try to resonate through this steel, and you're sent now to this like snowy mountain peak. And there rises its head from the mountains, almost like it was encased in snow itself, is this giant bear. It turns to you, and though its eyes are kind, its voice is like this crashing of thunder, this booming lightning storm, and again, you have no idea what it's saying. Much to both its frustration and yours.
I try hand signals.
Would I not?
Yeah.
Would I not go with it, Alex?
Oh,
Would I not be there as well?
You didn't
Yeah. Well, because I'm connected to the rest of it, I'll accompany Devlan to that experience.
Hello, halfling.
I translate it.
Bear.
The name is Voltron, not Bear.
Sorry, my name's Davlan.
Davlan. Yes, I know. Voltron. Well, sorry, Rykar picked you up in Northgard, did he not?
Slip of the tongue.
He did.
What is it you wish to ask me?
So, Voltron. Rykar has
Rykar.
this armor.
Yes.
No, your name's Voltron.
Yes.
Yeah. I was talking to you. Never mind.
Let me
Yes.
jump in here. So we have one of your siblings,
Yes.
and
Xylus's armor from.
yeah, and we have 3 pieces of it, and I'm conscious that we are missing the left arm of your set. So better than for me to go into battle unarmored in a particular way. I'm looking to potentially incorporate that sister set into, well, wearing it at the same time as your pieces.
It is a risky maneuver, young king. My brother is not forgiving. You would have to tame him.
What kind of experience will that be?
I cannot say. He may be a conversation away from agreeing. He may wish to kill you. He may wish to eat the little halfling. I cannot tell you. We have not spoken in many a time, and even when you get him to agree to service and protect you, we then have the situation of he and I talking.
Do you not get on?
You like have this mental flash image of the Voltron falling from the sky, this giant lightning bear slamming into the side of a mountain, and like the whole mountain exploding. No, we do not get on.
What is your brother's name?
What is my brother's name? That is a very good question. He is Lamella.
Oh.
I need to write that down.
Libella.
I want to remain in a position of like dominance over Lamella in this case, and we've got 3 pieces of his set. I feel I'm cautious of
start
equating
one.
3 of you and 3 of him.
I would suggest you go in with just one of his to start the conversation, initiate, like you would when you meet someone for the first time. Do not bring me in until he has already agreed to help you.
I think I will do that. But the last thing will be, is there a better place to be than on a boat in the middle of an ocean?
Yes, significantly yes. Anywhere, quite literally
Anywhere but
else.
here. Okay.
Perhaps not an orphanage.
That seems oddly specific.
Don't ask.
Another time. Okay. Thank you, Voltrum.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Devlan, for initiating that. Will...
Tell your little friend I say goodbye.
Can you not... Why not speak to him yourself?
And he turns his like massive bare head and just like tries to say goodbye, but all Devlan can hear is like the crackling of thunder and storms so loud his eardrums are like about to burst. But the bear's just doing this like over the hill.
Thank you, friend. Okay, I'll pass that on. Davlan, Voltrum says goodbye. For now.
Goodbye, Voltrum.
Goodbye. He like descends beneath the mountain.
Oh. So, you learned a little bit there.
Yeah, what's it with bears and armor? Why are there bears in the armor?
I don't know if there are other bears.
Oh, so the other one's not necessarily a bear.
Not necessarily. I think we
Right.
thought he was a large salamander.
No, he is a lion thing. What are they called?
Oh, chimera.
Yeah, he's a chimera.
Okay. He's a chimera from what we know. And ironically, that suited Xylus's personality. This will be fun. Well, I'll wait till we get ashore for that.
What pieces do you have of that, actually? I've forgotten.
I don't think it was helmet or chest. I think it was like left arm and the 2 legs, maybe. We can confirm
Was
that.
it not
if you want.
shoulder? Yeah, I think it was
Well, left arm is shoulder. There's 6 pieces
Yeah, yeah.
in total.
left arm.
Both arms, chests, and both legs, and helmet.
You know what? We'll say you've got helmet,
Oh,
legs, and chest. We'll leave the arms. Oh no, you need one, don't you? Fuck. Right arm.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're missing?
left.
Left arm. So helmet, left arm, and legs.
Yeah.
Cool. That is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, that's that part. We'll sort something about that when we get a moment on land. I really don't think engaging a argument with a mythical beast in the middle of the sea on a boat is a good idea.
Every time you talk, the crew are always like side-eyeing, a bit worried. Every time you're like, oh yeah, we shouldn't just summon a giant beast. Considering in Stormwind there was a monstrosity creature smashing their home to ground.
Well, a question will be, what happened to us while we were chatting with Voltrum? Like, are we still there? We're just unconscious on the floor?
Yeah,
Or-
you're like all eyes roll into the back of your head.
Are
Nice.
they still standing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or sitting.
I think that's worse.
Just
Yeah.
as the boat moves as well, just off the edge, just
Oh no,
like a log.
not again. Well, if you guys are done, there was 2 people I'd like to chat with. So first off, Angel would like to go to our lovely professor on board, Mr. What's his name? I forgot.
Damien Volo.
Damien Volo. I'd like to go see Damien Volo. Down below.
Angel, it's so good to see you, boy. Come on in. So I've just set up over here. He's like just set up a little alchemist bench. He's put curtains around his little bit of the middle deck, So his hammock's hanging up. He's got all his shelving set up. You see like all these jars and apothecary tools. So like flasks and beakers kind of swaying, and the liquid inside is like
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
doing this kind of movement
This is
at the same
all.
time.
This is all safe, correct? To be on the ship. Like if something falls out of
Yes,
these,
yes,
it's not going to create a hole. Erode.
No. This is all liquid stuff. The only stuff that's slightly dangerous is the powder below.
Right. Well,
But you've got gunpowder on the ship anyway, so
Alright. Well,
you know,
just
waste
checking.
not, want not.
I'm actually here to ask you a few questions. First off, how
Of
are
course,
you?
of course,
How are you
my
doing?
Oh, I tell you what, it's so good to be back on the sea, letting it flow, the sea salt air flow through my hair. It's wonderful. Traveling is the very center of my spirit, you know.
Well, we're lucky to have you, and gracias once again for the health potions. They have been genuinely the reason we're still alive. So thank you for the latest
Oh well,
batch.
don't you worry, lad. Don't you worry.
So the reason I wanted to speak to you specifically, as you know, you are the only person on board, to my knowledge, who has been to Etan. Yetan? How do you say that? Etan?
Yes, Yetan.
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 Okay, I think we're saying the same thing. I was wondering.
Yetan.
Oh, I feel like you just changed it. But that's
No, it's Yi.
Yi.
Y-I-Yi.
Yes.
Tan.
Yetan. That's what I said.
T-A-N.
Okay.
Yetan.
Good.
Yeah. Well, you're enunciating the Yi too much. It's just Yetan. One quick word. Go.
Yetan.
Fire. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Hole in one. Well,
Thank you.
12, but hole in one.
What I wanted to ask you, beyond the pronunciation, which was important, is there any customary things that we should be aware of in terms of our arrival? Will we be deemed as a threat?
Oh,
Is
yes.
there a place for us to dock that the captain of the ship should know? And then beyond that, when we're in
Well,
the town, some general points about what it's like.
Nice. Well, where to begin, my lad? First of all, Jane is fully aware. We're heading to Zeeland, which is the most southeastern city. It's a port city.
Zeeland.
Very much a Zeeland, yes. X-I.
Oh,
Land.
that's what All right. Yep.
It's in the common tongue, it means sea land,
Oh,
as in the sea and the land meeting.
fair enough.
So Zeeland is there's a lovely freshwater lake just near it. It's a huge bustling trade town. It's kind of the capital of trade in the most southern part of Yitan. Beautiful flat lands, green grass as far as you can see. It's directly adjacent from the Golden Sands, so we're entering a bit of a rough patch here. According to Jane, some skirmishes have broken out between the two kingdoms, but we'll cross that bridge. Customary titles: they have an emperor. As far as I'm aware, the emperor has 3 sons and a daughter. He's got 2 older boys from his first wife, who passed, giving birth to the second, and then from his second wife and original first concubine, he has his eldest daughter, and his youngest son is from his newest wife, who I believe has unfortunately passed.
Oh, okay.
They are a family of one lineage of emperors, all through the same line, and that is the Zhao line.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Zhao line.
Uh-huh.
Correct. The emperor Zhao Wei is an old man. I believe he's pushing 68 now. Many concubines still. Below him, in the sort of hierarchy, is the Phoenix General, which is almost like the second in command. He's an old friend of the emperor's. I believe he's roughly about 52 years of age. Big, great, bushy, grey beard, bald head. Wields this vicious sort of spear weapon. It looks very similar to the Midlandish polearm, but they call them.
Give me 1 second, my
What-
boy.
What, was
Just
the
go through my
emperor's?
archives.
What was the emperor's name? I missed that.
Zhao Wei.
All right.
Whee!
Who said that?
I resisted really hard. to not do that.
They call them sorry, Zhao Wei is the emperor. His daughter, his son, his youngest son is Zhao Yun.
Is he the dead one?
No, what? None of his children are dead. His youngest son is Zhao Yun.
Oh,
His daughter is.
I thought one of them was dead. The youngest son from the newest wife sadly passed away, is what you told me.
No. The wife's dead. The son's still alive.
Oh, his newest wife of the youngest son is dead.
He's dead.
Oh,
No. His new. My boy, look at me. How much rum have you been drinking?
I'm just
this
trying
early?
to. Who is dead? Huh?
Alright, let me just do a family tree. Zhao Wei
Yes.
is the emperor of 68 years.
Mm.
From his loins
Mm-hmm.
come 3 boys.
Yep. All
The
alive.
eldest, yes, the eldest is Zhao Wan.
Of course. He's the first
The
one.
second eldest, yes, that's true. The second is Zhao Tun.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter is Zhao Mei,
God. Okay,
and his youngest is Zhao Yun.
He's the youngest.
What?
Xiao,
Yeah, why are you
Xiao
laughing?
Yan.
Zhao Yun is the youngest.
Alright. I mean,
All his
thank
wives
you.
are dead now.
All
He's
his
got
wives
only
are dead.
concubines. Yes, he's only got concubines.
Alright. So all the mothers are dead, or is one of their mothers
Yes.
a cook? Okay.
No, all the mothers are dead. The concubines are well and truly alive, but the empresses are dead. His oldest son, Zhao Wan, was married, but I have no record of anything blossoming from that marriage just as yet.
Okay. Cross out that bit about the dead son. That would be a bit awkward. This is why we ask you now, before at the dinner table. So about your dead
Exactly.
son,
Good,
Xiao Yan.
good idea.
And how
In
about?
terms of
Yes.
well, I hadn't quite finished the hierarchy. So the emperor, then below the emperor would sit his firstborn, the Phoenix General, and the eunuchs, the High Court of Eunuchs. Do you know what a eunuch is, Angel, my boy?
Bringing it back briefly, the Phoenix General is his eldest Xiao Wan.
No, the Phoenix General is his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you've been drinking too much today, I can tell you that much. Is his old friend. The Phoenix General is his old friend named P.
You did not say P a second ago.
I haven't said his name yet, you interrupted me.
Alright, so that's P.
No, I wish I could spell
P
Phoenix,
and
but yes. Exactly, who said that? Someone is listening in on this conversation.
We have great security here. I mean, other people are welcome
then
to have
the
this
co-
conversation if you want to come down, I don't mind.
Then the eunuchs below them.
Mhm.
Now, 13 eunuchs. The eunuchs is a very honorary,
13.
high title.
Okay. Why?
A eunuch, what, I don't know. That is a very good question.
Maybe they're no threat
it just
to
is.
him.
It always has been. Yes, that was the point. I think it's that they lack the ability to sleep with his concubines, and thus they're trusted.
Alright.
Do you know what you know what a eunuch is, right?
I just feel like I shouldn't be taking the lead on this mission the more I learn. They lack the ability to sleep
They've had their
with his
cock and
wife.
balls removed, and he like gets his breakfast sausage and shows like scissors, and he's like doing an operation on it in front of your eyes.
Yeah, thank you for that. It makes it much clearer.
He like pops what's left of the sausage in his mouth as he turns around and folds over one of his books. This will help you. It is a rough translation. It's going to take you a long time to be able to understand it, but I would suggest that you and your crew begin reading up on the language.
Okay.
I will, of course, assist you as best I can. In terms of customs, we may never look at the Emperor unless he asks us to. You must avert your gaze. You must bow to all the people of High Court, for we will be seen as very below them. You must.
So that was outside my window. Bloody neighbours. Please carry on.
The seagulls. We must be near land. You must never ever take the Emperor's food, and if he offers, he will always drink first.
Should be easy to poison him then.
Damien, can I quickly ask what the policy with foreign dignitaries is?
Well, the Emperor is very welcome with foreign dignitaries, but my biggest concern is the rising tensions between the Golden Sands and Yitan. There is a new Emperor of the Golden Sands. His name is Doran, and he is quite cunning. His father was assassinated.
Yep.
Well, why don't you all come into my room? Where's the halfling? His father was assassinated, as well as his eldest son, and now the son of one of his concubines is the new emperor, and he is doing a very aggressive attempt at expansion. And there's been some skirmishes between their naval fleets, and we're currently in dangerous territory right now.
Well, okay. Well, what's their opinion on the Druki? If I could ask.
Yitan? I'm not entirely sure they would have ever seen a Druki. Elves aren't in Yitan, or they are extremely rare. Yitan is very much the country of man and mankind. However, he turns to Voltrim. There's always been murmurs and rumors of an ancient dwarf hold. There used to be a fumbling, or I'm led to believe. But give me 1 second. He unfolds this map, and he's clearly cut out the countries and the islands and everything like that. And he places the map on this table. He's moving all these alchemic supplies left and right and center. He picks up a frog and kind of puts it in a box, moves all these things. This bird's rattling in a cage, and he lays down this map. Now watch this, and he begins to piece the countries together almost. I believe at one time there was only one land and one sea, and gradually they came apart. But I believe back then even the dwarfs existed, and so this hold has been lost for thousands of years, maybe hundreds of thousands of years. Or perhaps a race of dwarfs have always existed here. But I've met them. I've seen one. Well, I'm pretty sure he was one of them. It was hard to tell. He said he was.
Be confident, man. Stop backtracking.
Well, yeah. The Yitan has a entertainment district towards the north, and I saw a fellow passing by one rainy night as I took shelter. I had sipped at my cups for perhaps too long, and as the sun was rising, I journeyed to go pick the wildest flowers from the beautiful, beautiful mountainside. And there was a little fella. Bald, dwarven in height, dwarven in stature, but muscular. Perhaps slightly more built than the average dwarf of Anonsol. Perhaps slightly taller as well. Rykard, he was almost your height. But he was bald, save for a very long, straight beard.
Would you be able to find this place again?
Oh, yes. It's the northern parts of Yitan.
I feel like that's maybe a secondary thing. We need to go visit there for sure. While we're here.
Oh, I would absolutely love to.
We'll need to discuss with the Emperor. But yeah, that brings me back to my question.
Okay.
You've outlined the rules for visitors to court.
Mm-hmm.
What are they regarding monarchs of foreign nations?
Well, everyone sits below the emperor. You would be deemed just as regular as a common traveler, but except you would be able to have entrance to the Forbidden Palace. In fact, you may get quarters in the Forbidden Palace, the Forbidden Palace exists at the center of a lake. It is almost city in size, but it is just a palace and a keep. In it is where the Emperor and his family and concubines and their family live, as well as the Phoenix Army. So the armies in Yitan are split up in almost like animal divisions. There's the Tiger Army, the Phoenix Army, the Dragon, the Water Buffalo, and the Butterfly.
One of those is not like the others. The Water Buffalo. Interesting.
Water, was it? I say Water Buffalo? Water Boar. What?
Water
Perhaps
Boar.
it was the Boar. The translation is very difficult. Let's call them the Boar Division.
So, Tiger, Dragon, Boar, Butterfly, and what other? There was one other.
That's a very good point. Tiger, Phoenix.
Phoenix
Is like
yes.
the high army. Yeah, they live within the Forbidden Palace with their own families as well.
God, this knowledge is invaluable. What would we do without you, Volo?
I don't know, but I'm thoroughly enjoying this trip. I don't know what I'd be doing without you, other than I'd be dead. Anyway,
You wouldn't be dead.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You're an absolute
Yes, you quite
asset.
literally saved me from being murdered.
Oh yes, we did do that. But
Yes,
you
but
would
you
have
did
you
it.
would have found your way out.
Yes, I was.
How's that book on Lulan going?
Oh, I don't know. They had the
Huh?
book on Lulan.
Say what?
What book on Lulan?
Oh, no, never mind.
No. No.
I'm writing a book on all of you. As requested, it is the titles of Angel Fernandez and his friends.
Oh,
Fuck's sake, that was it.
yeah, and nobody contested to that at the time, and now the statute of limitations
I feel like we weren't there.
on changing it have passed. So it's locked in.
Yeah, well, I'm a good few chapters in. We've experienced so much together.
Yeah, we're learning all about his friends now. Can't have Angel and friends without a good collection of friends.
As you're chatting, there's suddenly the ringing of a bell upstairs. Enemies! Enemies!
Oh,
The chant goes
Jesus.
up. All crew, all hands to deck! Oh, Golden Sands! Golden Sands! And like people are hustling, bustling. People that were on the night watch suddenly wake up. They're tossing rifles to one another. These muskets. Some of them are like quickly buckling leather straps to them with like pistols attached to them. Sabers, all these harnesses and guns. Crew start running down and open the flaps to get ready to push the cannons out. But as you know, you're half gunned, and you hear Jane like yelling out commands from the top deck.
What kind of commands?
All hands to deck! All hands to deck! Ready yourselves! Rifles and muskets, pistols and swords! Half guns on either side! Half guns on either side! And they split the already low firepower to either side.
Okay, I'm going to go top deck and have a look. Yes, sorry, Leland, you.
Luna? Okay, as you ascend, the ship's
I
like
was just
kind of
like,
buckling. As,
Fucking pause. Oh,
as you go to the top deck, the waves are like in your face, but the wind is behind your back. Your sails are full mast, and you're just absolute flying towards these three smaller like trieme ships. As far as you can tell, they may not even have guns, but there's two with oars out, coming as quickly as they can against the wind towards you. One that's slightly bigger sits further back, but they have the Golden Sand sigil billowing as their flag.
Oh, okay. Do we have one of those little telescopes on board to have a look at them?
Yes, Jane's got one, and Damien rushes up
What do you see, Damien?
with his, which is like slightly bigger and more encompassing. Yes, my
Will
boy.
they aim to board us, or do we need to man the cannons?
Jane. Jane's like, I've got a hat on, her long cloak, leather coat's billowing. They're coming for boarding actions. I think they're boarders for sure. They may be slavers.
Well, that's fine. We have better than cannons, and I'm gonna get Nubbins out. Dan says his internet's dropped, by the way, but he's coming back. I'm gonna get Nubbins out and go. Nubbins, do you still have that thing that you shouldn't have, which we haven't spoken about yet?
My rock?
Yes. Point your rock. Point your rock at them.
Alright. And he there's like a little pouch that's been sewn into his cloak as he pulls it out, and he's got this like almost this jagged, perfectly blue crystal.
I'm gonna steady him. I don't know if it helps assist his aim, but can we try and blast a ship with Nubbin's cannon?
You're way out of range. Way out.
It might scare him.
Out of range.
It might.
They're quite fast still.
It might be a warning shot to them to rethink their actions.
Oh, we're all so laggy. Is anyone else lagging?
I'm lagging.
Yeah.
Are you guys lagging?
Everyone's lagging
me
for
too.
me. Yeah.
Let's go on Discord's Reddit and see what's going on. Classic Discord.
We could always give it like a half an hour break or something, see if it gets better.
No.
I've got. It says green in the bottom left for me. What's it say for everyone else?
Say that again, sorry?
Green.
Question.
In the
Yeah, it
bottom
says
left
green
where
to
it
me.
says voice. Green for me, yeah. Maybe that was just a
Mine's
little,
green now, yeah.
maybe it was just having a little panic attack. Yeah, they're miles away. The ships are way too far for the blue crystal to work.
I said what I said.
Why are we panicking?
They're preparing boarding actions.
I
Ready all
can't...
guns. Rifles to the top deck.
No, hold on. Why are we panicking? If
We
their
can't
ships
hold
are
on. The
smaller?
wind is quite literally sending us towards them because there's three of them and one of us, and we're half crew. Well, we're like a quarter crew and half guns. They seem to have been attacking a small Yitan trading cog. There's like this massive, almost square ship that's slowly sinking. It's a Yitanese trading cog.
Well, we should probably assist it.
Well-
That might give us some good favour.
Oh, yeah,
Let's head to that
clearly
ship.
boarded it. It's been boarded and it's behind their three ships. They're now moving
what are their
aggressively
flags?
towards you. Golden
What do their
Sands.
flags say? Golden Sands?
Golden Sands.
As soon as you will allow me, I'm going to assist Nubbins with blasting them with a laser.
So you kind of go to the very front. Is the prow, the bow? What's the front of the ship called, Dan?
Bow of the ship.
Yeah, you go to the bow of the ship. The wind's really like coming from behind you, so your cloak's billowing almost in your way slightly. As Nubbins prepares the crystal, he's like bracing for it, and he's like, "Take this, fuckers!"
Oh god.
And he holds it. Nothing happens. Oh no! Hold on! And he's like hitting it. Sometimes this. I swear this works. And he's like bracing. He's
I believe
trying to
in
pinch
you.
out a poop.
I believe in you, Nubbins. Believe.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens again.
I can't roll for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Master. I don't know how this works yet.
But they're coming to attack us.
Question, guys.
Nasty orc. Oh, yeah.
Could we potentially, if they're coming towards us, could we potentially stop our ship and anchor down quickly, open up the thing, let Hestia through, and then, or whatever, and then anchor up? Or displace it? No, okay, let's not.
No,
Maybe not.
I like half of that
Maybe
idea.
not.
Half of the idea of anchoring, spinning the ship so that our cannons face them and just fire at them as they come towards us.
Champions, leave the sea warfare to me, please. How many of you have fought in naval battles?
Me.
Me.
You haven't.
Yeah, how do you know?
You've assassinated sleeping sailors.
And we won the naval battle.
yeah. She's like, she kind of looks at you, and then she's like, "We got half guns either side. They're trained. They move faster with oars. I intend to take their oars out and give them a blast of lead at the same time. We're going between the two. Rifles to either side. 2 more men to the crow's nest. Champions, ready yourselves. She like takes off her coat and like hangs it over the banister. She's got her dog's teeth and pistols attached to her.
Me about
And she brings it in closer and closer. You guys are a man of war, so like with enough speed, you can probably just smash through one of these.
Yeah.
But you're hearing this like row, 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 getting louder and louder, and you see on top of their deck like these lightly armored soldiers, but they're wearing like this bronze, almost goldish plate armor. It's very patchy. Imagine like old Spartans or old Greek kind of armor, Persian armor. But they're spears and shields. They don't seem to have guns, but they've got quite a few men, as well as archers. So you hear this like knocking of arrows and this loosing of arrows.
Oh god.
Most of them.
How many of them?
By eyesight, it's hard to tell. I'd grab a telescope.
That's enough
Okay.
for me. Can I go up to the
I'll
crow's
turn to
nest?
Lulan. Oh, I want to ask Lulan a question as well.
Angel, you can climb to the crow's nest. Ask Lulu a question.
Lulan,
Yes.
are the people rowing slaves or warriors themselves?
Ooh, could I check that? From me? Can I do a roll for
Kind
that?
of. No, but you wouldn't. No.
I wouldn't know. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. My time in the Golden Sands very limited.
I'm
open
to crewmates, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
If we can liberate them.
Yeah. From what I remember, it was either it was a dog eat dog world or Chimera eat Chimera world. I don't know if we have dogs in this world. So.
The ship at the back, it's their commander. These two are just small fry, she says as she begins to turn. Ready yourselves. Brace. Hold fire until my mark. Brace. And like the triremes are getting closer and closer. You're proud of the ship, but get like these arrows are starting to rain down. Some of the men are using bucklers or like barrels to defend themselves. The chef's just standing there in his apron, and arrows are just missing him.
Jamie.
But the ship gets riddled with like as like all these arrows dig into the mast. The people in the crow's nest are firing their rifles. You see like an archer fall off the ship, clinging to his neck. Even like one of the men on the oars just gets sniped. Sorry, not on the oars, on the wheel gets sniped. Brace! Your prow smashes into the inner oars as both the oars begin to shatter. Wood goes flying. One of the spearmen throws a spear. As your crew member stands to fire his pistol, he takes a spear in the gut and falls down dead.
Can I grab it instead? Can I intercept?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you want to iron shield
dice.
him?
What do I need to roll? Yeah.
Strength.
Oh, that's a 3.
The spear just whizzes over your shoulder, and he goes like almost Wilhelm screams. One of the crow's nest takes like an arrow to the chest, and he like rolls down and almost gets hung in the ropes.
Could I grab him so he doesn't
in
fall?
the mast ropes?
Oh, it's lagging.
Yeah, you're like holding onto his leg. Roll a strength check to see how well you can.
Yeah,
hold it.
it's red
It is
red
lagging
signal
so
for me
much.
now. It's about to green.
Yeah, it's
lagging
lagging.
for me as well.
13. You might need to give us turn
Yeah,
order,
it's
Alex.
difficult. We're not there yet.
We'll do
I
in a
don't
minute.
think.
The
We're
10
still
order's
clashing.
the 10 order's not come up yet.
I just
Yeah.
meant because it might help with the lag,
Um,
because we can't really respond in time for stuff.
Can you guys even like hear me? It says the ping is.
I can hear you.
Oh, the average ping's
I can
100
hear you.
right now.
Maybe turn off your
It's the
camera,
Discord
guys.
being intermittent.
Yeah, we could turn off cameras,
Yeah, it's Discord.
but then it's even harder.
Yeah, we'll try that. Oh, it's red again for me.
Yeah,
Is it red
it's
for you?
Discord. It's
Select.
nothing we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right at the corner.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see anything on the Reddit.
Oh,
it'll
that's
be
green.
there.
Oh, pooey old.
This is what happens when I disable
Oh, it is
server
there.
boost.
It is there. Yeah. Yeah, massive issues.
Orange?
Cutting out.
Green. Red.
Red.
Okay. What do?
Do we
Is there a way to boost?
rain check for half an hour? No, the boost doesn't. The boost won't do it because the server's still boosted. If you look.
But the only reason I
Yeah,
was
rain check for half
suggesting
an hour, or
the only reason I was suggesting like an order is because we can't like interrupt each other accurately. So if maybe you say, okay, no, you react, but like you guide us through the cutscene slightly.
yeah, but if you can't hear me in the first place,
I could hear you. It was just trying to interact well enough. But I don't mind. I mean, we're in the middle of a cool moment, so if we are going to pause, like now's a good moment to do it.
that's frustrating.
Should we come back at 10 and just see if 30
I
minutes?
think
I mean,
that's
it's-
pretty
it's
bad. You
not-
don't want to be lagging in a fight. Sorry, you cut out just as you said that. What did you say? Tom?
Oh, I said, why don't we just come back at 10 and see if it's better?
At 10 or in 10?
At 10. So, like, half an hour to let
At 10.
Discord figure its shit out, and then we play for, like, an hour. Something like that.
Yeah, let's re-rendezvous at 10.
If everyone's cool
Okay.
with
Is that cool with everyone else?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep, sounds good.
See
Okay,
ya.
pause. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good with
A
that.
little bit.